Alright guys, what is up? So as you can see, I got the front end piece. I already primed it. I forgot to film last night when I primed it. But I'm just throwing a coat of silver paint onto it right now. And it actually matches pretty good to OEM. Like, check that out. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and paint this. I'm gonna flip it over and paint the other side as well. And then right here, I'm gonna have to clean up these edges with the grinder because we're gonna weld that piece in tomorrow. So yep, look at this thing. Thing looks like a tractor. That's the state of the Miata right now. This piece is getting painted. This is my little paint booth setup. Hopefully I don't get overspray on anything, but yeah, check this out. So this is what it looks like after clear coat and after it's been drying for like an hour. So check this out. It's pretty much the OEM color, because look, if I take a piece of the OEM panel, it almost looks exactly the same. Look at that. And it came out amazing. So what I'm gonna have to do tomorrow is just kind of prep the edges with the grinder, get them to bare metal, and get it ready to get it welded in. And this is primer, paint, and clear coat, so 3 layers. Alright, so as you can see, I'm doing some final mock-up measurements with this piece. So it's bolted in the front. There's 2 bolts over there and 2 bolts right here. But I need to do my final cuts on these welds. So I'm basically like pushing this back and getting those lines. And I'm leaving like a tiny, like a 1/4 inch of extra space probably, but like a centimeter. But check this out. That's pretty much the line that I drew after you press it into place. There we go. And same with this side. So we're gonna go ahead and cut, leaving just a little bit of room, and then we should be able to weld this piece in today. And I'm also gonna have to clean up the painted edges so we could weld it. Alright. Now we just have to cut the X's so we can fit this perfectly in here before we weld it. Alright guys, check this out. So the fitment is pretty much dialed. So now I just have to grind the edges, and then we're gonna have to do some micro trimming or like grinding, but it fits pretty good everywhere. Same with this side. We got a little bit of extra room, but it fits pretty freaking good because as you see, I got everything cut out right there. All we gotta do is now prep these surfaces right here and these surfaces and hit them with the grinder, and we should be good to weld it in. Alright guys, so as you can see, my buddy Kyle, 704 Fab, I'll put his Instagram right here. He does some crazy welding, builds some crazy stuff, but he brought his welder over and we got this thing pretty much fitted up. The edges are all prepped. We're getting ready to weld it in, so not look at that. But other than that guys, yeah, we're about to go ahead and weld this front piece in. So we're just doing some test welds to see like penetration and stuff, right? And other than that, yeah, we're gonna get this welder set up and Get this piece finally welded in, guys. And the Miata's gonna be back.
Almost there.
Look at this.
Getting closer.
Yeah, but we have everything trimmed up.
Okay, that's lower. That's about great. Temperature we want.
Are you dragging it to the other panel or no?
No, just sitting right in the center. Oh, see how thin that was? So we're gonna have to pull that hole in, which will be fun. But
You're just hitting right between the two, that's it.
I'm just like touching the gas of the welder, like just so it moves just a little bit. Alright, they're gonna have to either be...
Alright guys, so the welding is done. Huge thanks to Kyle over here.
Done.
He did a great job, but look at this, guys. We basically went through both sides and slowly welded everything together. I still have to clean up the welds, grind them down, and I'm gonna paint everything. So you're not gonna see all this, but look at that. And this piece it's not going anywhere, right?
Rock solid.
Solid. But huge shout out to you, bro. Thank you again. And we're one step closer to getting this thing back and running. Bro, it looks mean right now. With the bash bar.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Just took her on the first actual little test drive. Look at this, guys. Everything runs good, no issues. Shifts through all the gears. Feels just like it did before. Look, that's all welded in. This piece is in here. I still have to like clean some stuff up and bolt the radiator in, but this is insane. Look at this. So check this out, I'm at the gas station doing a little test ride, just making sure everything works. Put some fresh gas in it. Look at this. This looks sick. But yeah guys, she's running. She's running great, there's no issues. There is a check engine light, but that's because there's a broken little sensor that I need to replace down there, but other than that, everything's good. We did it, guys. Just need to do the cosmetic little final touch-ups, paint it up, make it all nice, finish cleaning those welds up, but other than that, the Miata is back. Alright guys, so it's been like a week since I welded this piece in, and I still haven't gotten a chance to finish grinding the welds down and like putting body filler, Bondo, primering it. It was raining the other day a little bit, so we do have some surface rust on the welds and it doesn't look good. And I still haven't gotten the body filler stuff because I was really busy just working. What I'm going to go ahead and do is clean up those welds, start grinding them down, and then until I get the body filler and the primer stuff, I'm going to have to just I'm probably going to just clear coat the welds just so they don't get corroded. Same with the bash bar. It's slowly starting to get some corrosion on it, some surface rust, so we're going to have to clear coat that as well. But for now, let's just focus on these welds, because that's important and we don't want that rust to penetrate and get in there. To start off, I'm going to grab some Scotch-Brite pads, and I got some steel wool, and I'm kind of just going to scrub the weld seams with these. I'm also going to use some WD-40 and some brake cleaner when I'm cleaning it up right there. So we'll see what works better. I also don't want to use too much WD-40 because I'm going to paint it and I don't really want a greasy surface. So probably the brake cleaner, but we're going to see in a sec. Alright, so let's see if just Scotch-Brite and brake cleaner, what it does. Oh, that's not, it actually gets all of it off pretty much. Oh yeah. Look at that, it's like all gone. You gotta try to, as soon as you do the weldings and the grinding, you wanna primer and fill it in. You wanna Bondo it and primer it as soon as you can, so I just didn't have time, so we're gonna have to clean this up. Well, that wasn't the smartest idea because the brake cleaner did kind of eat into my paint a little bit. So, yeah. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to paint all that anyway, so whatever. But let's go ahead and finish cleaning that up. Probably going to just hit it with some primer, honestly. I want to grind down these welds a little more, so let's do that and primer it up. as you can see, I pretty much cleaned up all the surface rust from the welds. Here, same with this side right here. It's all cleaned up. I got the Dremel for like getting into the little tight spaces to grind down the welds, and then I also got the angle grinder to just finish everything up and polish it up. So let's go ahead and send it. Alright guys, so I'm done grinding down the welds and kind of cleaning everything up. As you can see, it's pretty good. It's pretty smooth. There's a little bit of imperfections that we're going to fill in with body filler, Bondo. But other than that, that looks pretty good on this side. Same with this side. All the high points on the welds, I got them all grinded down. And same down here. So for now, just like I said, just to keep it protected, I'm probably going to hit it with some primer. So we got everything covered up in plastic. I got some primer right here. If you want to show the welds right here, everything is nice and prepped, as you can see. So we're going to go ahead and hit this with some primer and seal up those welds so we don't get any more surface rust. So let's get it. We got all that primered up. It looks pretty clean. So that's going to keep it protected for now until I could finish up with the body filler and all that. But on this side, we're about to hit this with some primer. Everything's covered up with some plastic. So the bash bar is bare stainless steel, and it's been kind of annoying because it surface rusts. And we're gonna hit it with a layer of clear just to keep it more protected until I figure out if I want to like actually paint it or whatever. Let's go ahead and hit it with some clear. Alright, so this is probably going to be easier to see in the daylight, but as you can see, I put a nice layer of clear coat onto the bash bar, and I primered up the seams. So if you look right there, that's all primered up. The welds, basically. I primered up the welds. Once we Bondo this up and sand everything, and then primer it again and paint it, it's gonna almost be seamless, like nothing happened. Like, look at this. Even right here, just the primer already looks amazing. And then also on the inside, if you can see this seam right here, I'm gonna have to get some seam sealer and get those seams covered up so it protects it from the underside. The wheel wells are also coated in this like rubbery stuff. I wanna go over that with the rubbery stuff also on top of the seam sealer. So, and we have that little spot right there we gotta seal up. But other than that, check this out guys. We've come a long way. Alright guys, so it's the daytime now, and as you can see, the clear coat is done on the bash bar. Look how nice that looks. Can't really see it but because it's clear. But other than that guys, check out the welds and the wheel wells. I still, like I was showing you yesterday, I still have to get the Bondo and kind of just fill in those gaps. And other than that, look at this. Come on guys. This is, look at that. And then that seam is going to be pretty much invisible. Let me check out it from the side. But yeah, look at that. Alright guys, so check this out. That's the old headlight, and in this box right here we have a new OEM passenger headlight. Check this out. So look at this thing. This is in really good shape. Has a slight like yellow tint to it, but you can barely see it. It's better than this one, I think. Look at that. Side by side. It's pretty much the same. I could still give them a polish, but what I'm trying to do, I was thinking about like putting some like a light smoke tint film on them. I think it would look cool with the bash bar vibe. The tabs aren't broken, which is nice because these things like to break off. So let's go ahead and test fit these babies and see how it looks. She finally has eyes. Look at that. Alright, so before I install these, another issue I'm having is the MAF sensor. So if you could see the connector right here, one of the wires broke off, so I'm gonna have to fix that because the car is not idling properly with that broken off. So let's fix that and then throw these new headlights in. Alright, so both the headlights are in. Check this out. starting to look like a car again. But yeah, everything's hooked up. Let me go ahead and turn them on real quick. The LED light on that side broke, so I have to get another one. But look at that. They both work. I didn't have any solder, so I used JB Weld to fix the wire. But let's see if that works. Crazy. But pretty much all we have left is to get a hood, and she'll be pretty much complete. Another thing I'm gonna do is this carbon fender. I'm gonna make a video on how I'm gonna repair it, because it's not that badly damaged, so we're gonna try to repair it. Boom, look at her. Look at her. But yeah, that's pretty much it with the headlights, so now we just need to find the hood. Let's get it.